So as we've all heard, the CBI Director Alok Verma and Rakesh Asthana, the Special Director, number 1 and number 2 at the CBI, have both been asked to go on leave by the central government, by the Department of Personnel and Training. Now, there's been a lot of controversy over this. Alok Verma has now approached the Supreme Court, which will on Friday be hearing his petition against his removal. So what exactly is the problem here? On what basis would we say that the decision by the government to send Verma on leave is wrong? Well, there's two sorts of narratives which are coming out right now. On the one hand, we have what's been said by Prashant Bhushan, and what many other lawyers might also argue is that because Verma has been removed by the Department of Personnel and Training, this is an incorrect authority to do so, because actually the only authority who can make him, suspend him and make him not come into the office is the appointment committee and the appointing authority, because this is what generally happens under central service rules for civil servants. So if a person has been appointed by the president, only the president can remove them. If the person has been appointed by the prime minister, only the prime minister can remove them. In this case, the CBI director, there are special rules for who appoints this under the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, and that is a committee which is made up of the prime minister, the leader of opposition and the Chief Justice of India. The decision to send Verma on leave has definitely not been made by this committee, and so Bhushan is arguing, and it is likely that this is being argued in Verma's petition as well, that therefore his removal was incorrect. Now, once, of course, that the person is removed, is the right committee is actually looking at their removal, then there are grounds including disciplinary proceedings or a criminal investigation, which also aren't clear that these kind of conditions exist here for Verma's removal. On the other hand, we now have Arun Jaitley, the Finance Minister, has now come out and given his reasons as to why Verma was removed, and according to him, the whole point is that Verma has been ordering an investigation into Rakesh Asthana on the basis of prevention of corruption. However, under the Central Vigilance Commission Act, only the Central Vigilance Commission has the power to superintend investigations into CBI officers or other public servants when it comes to Prevention of Corruption Act offences. So therefore, the fact that Verma had ordered this investigation without going through the CVC would potentially seem to be going against his own authority and the actions which he could undertake. And so the CVC has now, because of its own powers to superintend the CBI, has given the advisory to the government that they should actually send both of the officers on leave, ensure that none of them are involved with investigating each other. At the same time, this of course does not relate to whether or not Verma could actually be suspended by the central government, because the appointing authority still has the power to do so. But yet it does, however, give some grounds as to why Verma needed or Verma could be potentially sent on leave or suspended. So we will be having to see how this plays out, because there is this now conflict between whether the CVC and the central government have the power to do this to a CBI director, or whether they don't have this authority and only the people who appointed him, which is that special 3-person committee, could do so.